Good morning. It is Thursday, 8:34 in the morning, and I just took my meds. George from Kindred at Home, which is a nursing company that I have coming to the house to dispense my medication, came to give me my meds. It's basically like an alarm clock for me. Normally, I go back to bed after taking them, but today I decided to record a video. Um, let's see, what am I going to talk about today? Actually, at 10:30, I plan to leave the house because I am taking a bit of a field trip with um, I received treatment at a at a place called Lifebridge, that's where I see my nurse practitioner, where I get my medication, and and where I see Kelly, who's the therapist, and who else? Jackie, who's the treatment coordinator. And I'm gonna go see the Marvel movie with a bunch of people I have never met. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm not worried about it because, if anything, it's just a chance for me to go see a free movie, which I'm not concerned about because I kind of wanted to see the movie anyways. I have to, I know the good thing about seeing the movie is that I don't have to rush home afterwards to be home by 3:45 because Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays I see Amy, which is the nurse I see that on those days at 3:45 who dispenses medication. And I don't have to rush home by that time to see her. I know it's kind of a hassle. I had mentioned that I was going to an event at Lifebridge, and the morning nurse left my afternoon medication meds out for me, so I didn't have to rush home, even though I probably would have been home in time anyways. Now I wish I could do that on most days. When it comes to driving, it's kind of a hassle. Driving for Uber. To be home on those days can be kind of annoying, to be home for the meds. But the good thing is that I'm not calling my providers 24/7 trying to get my meds. That Kindred at Home actually deals with that for me. So I'm not on the phone 24/7 trying to track down my Seroquel or my Risperdal or whatever it is that I'm on, which I'm on a lot of meds right now. Which I'm hoping to get off, actually. Is something I talked about with my nurse practitioner. I kind of have fears about that, but I haven't always been medicated. I don't know if it's obvious that I'm medicated. I don't know if I mean, I know this is only my second video, but and I did find the videos that I had once posted from younger years, in different chapters of my life. That was like much different versions of myself from different ages, different chapters, different people, different relationships. But yeah, the point is I haven't always been medicated, and I don't want to continue to be medicated, but it might be something that I need. But it is something that I talked about with this new nurse practitioner. Although that's one of the complications for me, is having talked about this with a total stranger, essentially. Is someone that I just met, someone that doesn't know my history, someone that doesn't know, who hasn't seen my psychosis, or who hasn't seen me at my worst. My treatment has been all over the place. I've gone through a lot of different facilities. I've stayed in a lot of different hospitals, not different hospitals, but I've had a lot of different hospital visits, seen a lot of different doctors, and yeah, I don't know. I've shuffled around a lot, so I don't have history at one specific place necessarily. So the point of all that is being that I talked about this with a complete stranger who's essentially on board with this, but my mom, who's seen me at my worst, really wants me to stay on meds. And I'm kind of torn here, because I live with my mom, and one of the requirements of living here was that I had to be medicated, or else I couldn't live here. That was one of the requirements at one point. I specifically remember that while in the hospital, and I don't think I'd be medicated if it weren't for my mom having told me that. But I think with having this nurse practitioner on board with me being unmedicated, I think that we can kind of come to an agreement that it's okay that I'm not medicated if I can wean off my meds and still be stable. And maybe in another video I could talk a little bit about what that looks like for me. Because it had been really bad before. This vape sucks. Anyways, it's Thursday, 8:45 in the morning. I'm gonna rewatch this video. I don't know if I need to start like taking notes about where to go with these, but I might have to, because I don't really know. I don't have a set goal necessarily of where I'm going with these. I may need more structure in my videos, so please let me know if anyone has any recommendations on that.